Hello, hello. Let me know if you can hear me. It seems like
Yes, I can.
awesome. Thank you so much for confirming. All right, I'm going to turn your volume up. Give me a real holler any point throughout class if you can't hear me, if I go silent, anything like that. But I'm here for you. We'll get started in like 3 minutes. Clearing. Lock it in. Hi, come on in. Hi.
How are you?
Good to see you.
Kelsey's coming.
Awesome.
She's just going to be.
If you want, you can feel free to save. Okay, awesome.
My
Perfect.
water bottle, I'm making it big.
Yeah, make it nice and big.
Are those the used mats?
Yeah, you totally could. These are the mats to borrow.
Let me just put one down.
All right.
KAYLA, right? Yeah.
And yours? Ashley, nice to meet you. My homie. Yeah. Yeah, you have a moment. Naomi, is there a large number left? Are we still waiting on a large number? Or like listen? Okay, perfect. I'll get started. Oh, that's why. Child's pose. We will face this wonderful moon wall mural. And if this was the moment that you realize, like, oh crap, I forgot to grab a towel, I forgot to fill up my water bottle, anything like that, anything at all that would take you away from being here right now, go ahead and get that thing or do that thing for yourself. You are here. You are ready. Crawl your fingers closer to the moon wall. Press your hips closer to your heels, almost like you're trying to pull it to the earth. Get rooted right here, home on your mat. Turn on your breath. It wasn't off, by the way. But you could turn it on with intention, as if you are filling up 100% of your body, as if you are filling up 100% of your feet, 100% of your back, 100% of your shoulders. If you haven't figured it out by now, I am not Danielle, but I am KAYLA. I normally teach here Saturdays at 9 a.m. Down dog. And tonight you signed up for half power, half deep stretch. So at some points of this class, we will move a little faster than normal. And then towards the end of class, we will slow it down, milk it out. You have 3 assistants, Naomi, Izzy, and Holly. And so yeah, if you need anything at all, let any of us know. You have 4 people here looking out for you. Yeah, and in your down dog, move in any way that would feel good. My primary goal for you in this class tonight is to clear something out. Walk your feet to your hands, rag doll. And be like a rag doll. Yeah, like almost no bones in the upper half of your body. And stay rooted in only your heels, and then let the rest of your body move, almost like liquid, like jelly, like you remember those things we used to maybe play with as kids that for whatever reason we just like squished them in our hands and they slipped out? Be like that. Yeah. And then roll all the way up, mountain pose. And you get there, like roll your shoulders a little bit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Keep your breath turned on and reach up. Hands to heart center. We will begin class with the sound of connection, with the sound of unity. Inhale for Om. Reach up, fold in, halfway lift, plank pose, look forward. Keep breathing. What happened? Not yet. Yes, press into your fingers. Keep looking forward. Lower just halfway, and then push back up, push up. Top of your plank. Lower halfway. Push up. Nice. Lower halfway. Push up. Nice. Last one. Lower. This time, up dog. Scoop up, up dog. Push back. Down dog. Yes. Breathe in through your nose. Out through your nose. Come to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold back in. Inhale, reach up, look up, and then fold. Halfway lift, plank pose. 5 push-ups. In through your nose, out through your nose, looking forward, like where you want to go, instead of down, where you don't really want to go. Awesome. Hit me with an up dog. and then a down dog. Breathe in through your nose, out through your nose, and then make your way back to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, fold back in. Inhale, reach up, look up, and then fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga, you flow. You're flowing through up dog, and you're flowing through down dog. Nice. Press even more into your fingers, and this time try to get your thighs closer, your chest closer to your thighs. Yeah. Lift your heels up towards the ceiling and then root them back into the earth. Look between your thumbs, hop there. Halfway lift, fold back in, sit low, get low, thunderbolt. This is a great time to ensure you are using 100% of your breath. Get your arms parallel with your ears. You knew before I finished the sentence. Spread each of your fingers like they are individual funnels and you are trying to funnel in something great. Yes. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga flow. Your breath, your flow will meet back in down dog. You pick a foot, 1 foot forward, warrior, 1. All 4 corners of your feet, I want you to press into them. Start by pressing into like the pinky edge sides of your feet and then into like the big toe sides of your feet. Awesome. You look great. All y'all, take your hands and put them on your hips, almost like you're trying to be like a little sassy. I don't know. Yep. And then you see the front of your mat, that front line in the front of your mat. Turn your hips. It might be a micro adjustment. It might be a big adjustment so that they are facing the front of your mat. Yeah, so they are aligned with that front of your mat. Yeah, a little micro adjustment. Drive your front knee out towards your pinky toe and then come a little lower in your front knee. Reach your fingers up. Squeeze your belly in. Open out, warrior 2. Yes. A little bit. A little bit lower. Keep your legs exactly as they are. Reach up and back, exalted warrior. Water wheel your arms down, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Nice. With your breath, clear. With your breath, move something. Other foot forward, warrior 1. Awesome. This time, even if you have socks, this works. Pick up all of your toes and spread them, and then plant each of them back into the mat. Nice. Nice. Could you, not should you, could you get a little bit lower in your front knee? Could you reach your fingers up higher? Yeah, could you breathe just a little bit deeper? Warrior 2. If you hit me, that's on me, not on you. Awesome. Pull away from me. Yeah. Keep your lower body the same. Reach up and back, exalted warrior. Keep breathing into your guts, into your side body. Nice. Water wheel your arms down. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Yes. In through your nose. Out through your nose. Bend your knees, look between your hands, and come to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold back in. Sit low, real low, thunderbolt. Lower than before. Lower than before. Big breath in, then fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga flow. Cycle through. Up dog, nice. Down dog, sick. 1 foot forward, warrior 1. Inhale, rise. Exhale, warrior 2. Yeah, exalt your warrior. Water wheel down, flush it out. Nice, y'all. Up dog, down dog, amazing breath. Other foot forward, warrior 1. Rise up. Warrior 2, no time to miss it. Nice. Up and back, exalted warrior. And then water wheel, flush it all out. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Yes, clear with your breath. Breathe with your breath. In yoga, there's this word, it's called, I'm sure you've heard Danielle talk about it actually. It's called dukkha. You heard that one? It kind of sounds like dookie. Yeah, and it's the crap. It is the literal crap everywhere from in between our ears all the way down to our toes that is stuck in us. Either energetic dukkha or physical dukkha. Yoga creates space to clear all of that out. Come forward, plank pose. Yeah. Tap 1 shoulder and then switch and then switch and then breathe, but keep switching. Nice, nice, nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plank, stick it. This time, get your feet wider than you think they need to be. Get the bottom of your belly button all the way up to your spine. And then without rocking, I want you to be mindful of how you're rocking from side to side. Try to keep your body as stiff as a plank. Tap, shoulder, shoulder, shoulder. Yes, plank boards. You know, it took me like 10 years to know that that's why it was called plank. It's like a plank board. Yeah. Look at that. 5. You could do anything for 4. For 3, 2, 1. Flush out. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Amazing. Once you're in down dog, shake your head. No. I am not doing that. Then shake your head. Yes. Yes, that is doing something for me. Awesome. Keep your breath. Keep your breath at 100%. Come down to your knees. Yes. Go ahead and walk your hands back closer to your feet. You're going to set up for toe crunch asana. So you're going to tuck your little tootsies underneath your body. And some of you might be like me and you have to convince your pinky to come. And then once all toes are under, sit onto your heels. Keep your breath turned on because you've already stoked the fire. Yeah, you don't want to turn it off. You're amazing. Give yourself a hug. Because it's a stretch and because self-love is one of the most important tools in this world. Crawl your fingers closer to your spine. Yeah, I know your feet are screaming at you. Lift your elbows up higher. Switch your arms. Which one's on top? Keep breathing into your toes. Both of these actions are the opposite of our days. A few more breaths right here, right into your guts. One more breath. Release your arms. Come forward. Release your toes. Tap them out. down dog. Your favorite leg, lift it. And now you might feel some tinglies in your foot. Circle out your ankle. And then circle out the whole leg. Yeah. And then circle it out more than you thought you could. Like, oh, I didn't even know my leg went that way. And then almost like you're a ninja, like without touching your neighbor's mat, see if you could like slide your foot under the window of their body. Yeah, don't be creepy. Just see if you can get your leg over there. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Whatever you think I said, that's the pose. Yeah. All right, same foot, back up, three-legged dog. Step your foot between your thumbs. Oh, yeah. High lunge, crescent lunge. All fingers go up. All toes point forward. And your heel is higher than you think. Your Achilles heel is like facing the ceiling. Mm-hmm. And you are still breathing. Yeah. Hands to heart center, towards your knee, twist. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Use your elbow and your breath to wring yourself out. Okay, we're gonna fly. So you see, take a peek at your big toes, the one that is in front, your big toe in front, and then all your toes, make them wave at your face. Okay, cool. Now press your weight into that foot. Just press. And then see, could my back foot, could it lift up like an inch off the mat? Could. Don't should all over yourself. Not here. Not now. Not in the last 3 days of the year. Awesome. Once you fly a little, go ahead, plant your foot back. All right, that was a confidence check. Now, press hand into hand and dig your elbow into your thigh, and see that your spine is like as tall as it can be in this moment. Like pull the crown of your head, the crown of your being away from your tailbone. Inhale and lift your back foot. Even if for a micro millisecond you are doing the pose. Yes. Yes. Okay, you're fabulous. You're superstars. Stay in your twist. Step your back foot in. Twisted thunderbolt. Twist. Other side. Yeah. And it's okay if you gotta readjust, realign. That's like life. How do you treat yourself when you need to readjust, realign? All right, you ready? We're gonna fly on the other side now. All right, so the side you're leaning to, press your weight in that direction. So your other foot can kind of like, you could even kick it around if you wanted to, see? All right, now that foot, hover it back towards the backyard of your mat, and then pause. Breathe, and pause. Yes, you are stardust. All right, land in the backyard of your mat. You're still in a twist. Whew. Crescent lunge, back to center. Step your back foot in, full on thunderbolt. Big breath in, and then fold. Take your hands, make them into fists, and then go up and down your thighs. Yeah, and then all the way up to your Botswana. Yes. Thunderbolt. Breathing thunderbolts. Yes. Lift your toes up. See if you could press your weight into your heels. Yes. Awesome job, y'all. Awesome, awesome job. Big breath in, and then fold. And then halfway lift, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Yes, take what you need. Take 3 deep breaths here. Hands and feet, walk them to the center of your mat. Go ahead and heel toe your feet further away from each other so they're on like the wider parts of your mat. Then heels go in, toes out, yogi squat. Yeah, and then press your arms into your legs and your legs right back into your arms. If you have a block, I like to slide one under my sit bones here. But don't worry, we won't be here long because crow, go! Yes, it's the same shape as your yogi squat. You are shifting the weight from your feet to your hands. Yeah, you are still pressing your legs into your arms and your arms into your legs. You are still looking forward, not down. And then this is when you check in to see who is the one saying you can't do crow. Because I know it ain't me. You can do it. You can do anything. Yes. Yes. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Shoot back, chaturanga. Yes, I just like to see who can do it. Okay. I'm still working on it myself. Up dog. Down dog. Always checking form. All right. And like you never left, hands and feet back to the center of your mat. You're amazing. Thunderbolt. I'm sorry. But also, I love you. Yeah, but also, I love you. All right, and then cross one of your legs on top and the other arm under. Eagle, which now you realize is just thunderbolt with extra steps. Yeah, lift your elbows up higher. Yeah. Sit your butt down a little bit lower, like you're still in a chair. Switch. Other leg goes on top, other arm goes under. Switch again. You're back on your original side. Your leg that's on top, come to standing, but bring that knee with you. Wobble in the way you need to wobble. Hopefully you're wobbling because it means your body is going somewhere new. You can keep your hand on your knee or reach for your ankle, open out to the side. My tall homies, go ahead and stagger with your neighbor a little. Yeah. Do you know like over 70, 80% of communication is nonverbal? You can get the feel of the people around you. You can read body language around you. We can exist in harmony. Ah, that's awesome, y'all. All right. Same knee. Bring it back to center. Same leg. Kick it directly out in front of you. Can you hear me now? Awesome. Go ahead and point your toes towards your face. And with your arms that are flying out here, go ahead and grab an imaginary rope and then pull your leg up. Yeah. And then sling it back, airplane. Yeah. Your pinky toe, turn it down like a dial. what is this called? I don't know, the back of your kneecap, lift that higher. Yeah. Straighten your leg. You got this. I believe in you. I love you. Look forward. Warrior 3. Arms go directly out in front of you, still parallel with your ears. Yes. Now you should really feel like you're flying. Back leg goes up a little higher. Find something to stare at and breathe on it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Half moon. Hand goes to the block, a water bottle, maybe the earth. Maybe the earth. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Keep breathing. You could stay like this or look up at your flying thumb. Keep your foot flexed. Yeah. And then lift it just a micro inch higher. You are amazing. Big breath in. Exhale, ragdoll. Oh, towel off, wipe off, whatever you need. Go ahead and shuffle towards the center of your mat. Some of you are there already. And you have another side. The other side where your leg will lift for standing knee lift. Hand reaches for your knee or your ankle or your toesies, and then open out to the side. Stagger as necessary. Necessary for you to take up space. You are deserving of taking up space. Same foot to center. Same foot, kick it directly out in front of you, and then grab your imaginary rope and pull it up, pull it up, pull it up, and then also like pull up the ankle so your leg straightens. Yeah. And then airplane, bring it back. Keep breathing in your airplane. Planes have so much air that keep them afloat. Warrior 3, arms go out directly out in front of you. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yep, foot stays flexed. You are all looking and doing amazing. And that was true the moment you walked in through these doors. Half moon. Swim around, fly around for your block. Each drop of sweat, each breath that passes through your mouth or nostrils, you are closer on the path of clearing out the dukkha, the stuff you do not need. Rag doll. Awesome, y'all. Option, of course, for butt bongos if that'll feel good. Option, of course, for water. At any point in any class at Warrior One, you can always take child's pose. Yeah. You are amazing. Gorilla. Keep doing what you're doing or come to standing on your palms. Really helpful if you drop your head here. Amazing. Keep your hands where they are, lift up halfway. Yeah, it's a little awkward. Fold back in. Release your hands. Halfway lift again. This time, plank pose. Nice, Mary. Keep breathing. Awesome. Flat as a plank. And then lower all the way, all the way, all the way to your belly button. Arms to either side. If you took a cheek, go ahead and take the other. Chin to center. Belly button all the way up to your spine. Like I gifted you a marble and you're trying to protect it with your belly button. Uh-huh. Now as if you could fly, lift everything off your mat. Little bit higher. Okay, all y'all are gonna need to bend your arms to do this, especially the front row. You're gonna bring one arm forward for like a Superman swimmer, and then switch. Keep lifting through your thighs, keep lifting through your shoulders, and swim. Yeah, knock someone's water bottle over. Yes, swim. At home, if you can knock something over, bonus points. Don't hit your cat. Don't hit your cat. Your cat will be upset. Lift higher. Keep breathing. 4, 5. Keep lifting for 4. Please. For 3, for 2, and 1. Come down. Reach back for one or both of your ankles. Floor bow. Yes. Lift higher. Yeah, keep kicking your feet into your hands. Yeah. Big breath right here. Let it go. One more. You choose one leg or both. Floor bow. This is to open the highway that is your spine. Could you imagine if there was one pose you could do and make it so there was no more traffic on I-4? That's what you're doing for your spine every time you do a back bend. Big breath in, big breath out. Release your feet. Windshield, wiper, bumper car, neighbor, whatever will work. You are not in this alone. All right, my little pancakes, flip over. We have a few more moments of effort. This is about the time where you're like, I did sign up for half and half, right? Yes, you did. We're almost there. And after we open up our backs a little bit, it is a good move to do some core. However, I believe there's a birthday in the building. Is that true? Birthday in the building? All right, I won't call you out, but rumor has it that there's someone named Henry in here, and it is their birthday. And by rumor, it is the POS that you signed up on. You put in your birthday, so now we know. So your birthday was on Christmas. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into wheel. When I say go, we're gonna sing a loving happy birthday to Henry. Does that sound good? All right. 1, 2, 3, wheel. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Henry. Happy birthday to you. Tuck your chin, come down. Sickening. Get both of your feet all the way up to the ceiling. Who's that? Flex your toes towards your face. Press your heels to the ceiling like you're gonna put your footprints on the ceiling. Yes. Your back doesn't really need to be super flat to the mat, but if it is, that's fine. And you can also slide your hands underneath your Botswana if you want a little extra support. All right, cool, we're in it. Lower one heel to the earth. And then switch, 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 back and forth, back and forth. Keep switching, but move with your breath. Yes, yes. Scissor legs for 3, and then 2, 1. Both feet go back up. Lower your feet 30%. 60. Hover. Flutter, flutter, flutter all the way back to the top. Then lower again. 30. 60. Hover. Flutter, flutter, flutter all the way back to the top, and then lower. 30. Lower to 60. Pause here, hand behind your head, bicycle crunches. Bend your knees, cross elbow to opposite knee. Keep going. Keep going. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Great. Great work, y'all. No counter pose in the moment. No nothing. Just let yourself do nothing. And then you pick a pose that feels like rest. I would recommend a reclined butterfly, like a lot of y'all are in, or a happy baby is a killer pose. Mm-hmm. And you can put both hands on your belly. And while you're here, just pay attention to the quality of your breath. Allow your breath to fill up into your hands. I did a lot of talk about breathing in through your nose and out through your nose, and that's actually like, it's a warrior breath, it's a charging breath. It gets your body amped up. And so now we actually want to do the opposite. We use our breath as a tool to slow things down. Go ahead and breathe in like you're breathing through a straw. And then out through a in through your straw, out through a last one, in straw, out. If you're not there already, happy baby. The next pose I will call is pigeon. Pigeon can be taken right here on your back by crossing an ankle over your bent knee. Or you can like squeeze your legs in and rock into a down dog and take pigeon from your down dog on your belly. It doesn't matter what direction you're facing or anything like that. We have some time here, so I want you to do what you can do to make this feel like you're landing somewhere safe, somewhere that feels like home. I would recommend a block under your forehead. It kind of creates a pillow if you're on the belly. Yeah, if you're on your back, you can use a block as a tool to give yourself some leverage in your figure four. Awesome. Awesome, y'all. If you're at home, you could do something to shift your external environment. Maybe you could lower a light. Or if you have a door, maybe you could open up a door, and there's something to change the environment. Something to help you shift from action into relaxation. You've probably heard the rumor that we only use like 10% of our brain or whatever the rumor is. That's not true, by the way. What is true, though, is that our prefrontal cortex, the part of our brain that evolved last on our human journey, it is true that that can only hold and process so many bits of information at any given point in time. I can't remember the numbers, but it's like less than 20 bits. And there's like 10,000, 10 million data points in this room alone. Keep breathing. And so what happens as we walk through this world, as we crawl through and then eventually walk through this world, our brain is trying to save us energy. Switch, pigeon, other side. And in trying to preserve our energy, it takes shortcuts. These shortcuts both simplify our life and also make it a little bit harder sometimes, especially when you don't know the shortcuts are installed. Some of those shortcuts are really good too. Like, we don't want our brain to be processing every cell that is going through our body, every moment of every breath, each heartbeat, what our brain is doing. That'd be way too much for our prefrontal cortex to handle. So our brain's like, I got your back. I will throw that in the back. I will throw that into like an ongoing process, a sub-process. And if we're not careful, we will go through our entire life without wondering what is installed back there. Because yes, while we don't want to consciously be controlling our heartbeat and our blood flowing, we do want to consciously know what's going on with our feelings, our reactions onto others. And so by taking an hour or so like this, you are looking in the mirror, you are observing what's going on back there. In what ways am I shitting on myself? In what ways am I telling myself I can't? If it's true here, is it possible that it's true out there? Who installed these limiting beliefs? When you take moments like this to clear out, to think about these moments, you're that much less likely to let all of life happen to you. You can scrub off the mirror and make any change that it is you want to make. That's what our mantra here at Warrior One means, that you are whole and complete. There's nothing to fix. Fix being the key word. You have a few more deep breaths here. And by the way, it is not useful to judge yourself for the fact that your brain hides things from you. In fact, it's a feature, not a flaw. Instead, you want to approach this learning with acceptance, with curiosity. What more could I learn about myself? Just that alone, shifting from should to could, it opens up possibilities. And when we open up possibilities for ourselves, we quite literally raise our consciousness. I'm sure you've heard people say that, but it's like, what does that mean? It means letting less of the anabolic energy, or I guess the catabolic energy. It's letting less of the catabolic energy rule your day, rule your car rides, rule your moments sitting at your desk. And you're more able to approach those moments with curiosity, with compassion, with breath. Your next pose here is frog. To get into frog, you can peel out a pigeon and come into like a tabletop. It might even feel really good to do a quick cat pose and cow pose. And then from there, start to crawl your knees out further and point your toes away from your body, both set of toes away from your body. And then you choose. Sometimes for me, it's a on my palms kind of day. Sometimes it's a forearm kind of day. Sometimes, but rarely, it's a I'm on my chest kind of day. Awesome. And if full frog's not your jam, you're not the only one. There's no real easy way to get into it. And if you find you're like, I don't like this one, you could do just one leg, half frog, which kind of looks like you laying on your belly and bringing one knee closer to your elbow. And if you took half frog, I will tell you when to switch. But all my frogs, your feet are flexed. Yeah. And if you are uncomfortable, don't worry. That is by design. But if you are in pain, I would like you to shift, slowly shift to a different position, or wave me or one of the assists down so we can shift you from pain back to discomfort. Discomfort means growth is possible. Pain means we've gone too far. Awesome. Like that. If you're in half frog, switch. And as you sit in this position, pay attention to what's going on between your ears. And if it feels like a voice that's not very supportive or compassionate towards you, could you invite another narrative? If you find the voice between your ears is being compassionate, could you offer it gratitude? Using your breath and your mind's eye, swim your breath around the corners of your body. Three more deep breaths right here. If you are in full frog, I have found sometimes I can exit through like a swan. If you are in half frog, go ahead and peel out of this. And all of y'all peel until you are in an up dog or something that feels like an up dog. Yeah. Child's pose. Child's pose, but your knees, I want them even wider than you think. Swan. Shift forward. Your heart will open, almost like you're trying to crack your chest open. Hold $1 million bill in your shoulder blades. Yeah, and then push back, child's pose. Come forward, swan. Really milk it too. Like, what would make it feel like you're milking this pose? Could you draw your shoulders further away from your ears? Could you lift like the bottom of your chin up more? Awesome. Tabletop. Make sure that your knees are underneath your hips and your wrists are underneath your shoulders. Drop your belly, cow pose. Yeah, chin goes all the way up towards the ceiling. And then arch, arch, arch your back, chin towards your chest. And then you go, cat and cow. Move it around in any way. Then add in some extra movements like your heels, looking back at those. There are 6 ranges of motion your spine can move in. Cat and cow is 2 of them. Looking back at your ankles is the other 2. And then go ahead and come to neutral. Lift an arm to the sky. Spin it around, move it around, twinkle your fingers, circle your wrists. And then thread your needle. This is the 5th direction your spine can take. And you can almost treat this pose like, you know those thunderbolts we did earlier? When you were in a twist, you can almost treat this pose like you're in a thunderbolt twist and really twist your torso towards your outermost leg. It might feel good to kick your opposite foot back for like a kickstand. And if that feels good, it might even feel good to like fly the leg around. Whatever you're doing, do it with your breath. Come back to a neutral position. Tabletop. Other arm goes up, goes around, moves around town. And then thread your needle other side, 6th direction for your spine. Same option to add the kickstand. Same option to treat this like a twisty chair. Awesome. Neutral. Swim back. And then once you're in tabletop, we're gonna set up for puppies. So your knees are gonna stay where they are and your hands are gonna crawl out in front of you until you end up on your chest. And I change my mind all the time on where I like my chin here. It can be up on your chin. Some of y'all might have access to your forehead. Some of you might like a block somewhere, maybe under your sternum or under your forehead. Awesome. Clearing out the gunk, the muck. You could stay as you are. You might like tucking your toes. See? And then from puppy, peel out once again. Yeah. Any way you want to peel, any way you want to get out of the pose. And then I'll invite you to come to a seat. You can bring both legs out in front of you. And first, sit nice and tall. Sometimes you gotta take the cushions off the couch a little bit. Toes towards your face, and specifically your pinkies, you can turn them a little, like almost like you're turning them to the side towards your face a little more. Breathe in and breathe out. And I don't want all y'all, I want you to like almost like sit on your hands, almost like no one reach up. I want you to move your, hinge at your hips and move like your belly button and your chest towards your feet, and then fold forward. And then, and only then, you can add the arms to get some traction and grab your feet. Sometimes we overextend. If we reach all the way up and over, we're putting a negative pull on our low back. By hinging at the hips first, you're making sure you're going about as far as your body can go. And please know that in no place in the translation of this pose does it say you need to touch your toes. The translation is actually a full extension of your backside. So that's what you're going for, a little tingle from behind your Achilles all the way up to the base of your neck, nape of your neck. Two more really loving breaths in this position. And then go ahead and add a micro bend to your knees. If you can't reach your feet, if you can extend them out, keep them extended out. But I want you to take each set of toes and pull them away from each other. Start to pull your toes literally away from each other so you can stimulate blood flow in each and every one of your toes. Yeah, pull them apart, almost like you're trying to do like a split, like a V with each of your toes, and then maybe like another kind of split, like the ones the cool people do. I don't know. Not mean. You got it. Whatever you think I'm saying, do that. And that is how you stretch your toes. And I want you to stretch each toe all the way until you get to your pinky. And if you're weird about touching your feet, it's okay. Your fingers are way dirtier. It's your toes who should fear your fingers, not the other way around. Awesome. Yeah. And then with your block, I'm just going to borrow this. With your block, go ahead and grab that. That's where we're going to go next. So come up. We're going to come into a supported fish pose. So if you already know the deal, go ahead and get up in it. If you're like, what? You're going to take your block, any of the blocks. I like the skinny ones or the rounded ones for these, so we can grab you another one if you'd like. We're going to take the block and put it here in the between your shoulder blades, where I was telling you to hold $1 million bill earlier. And what that's going to do, it's going to pop your heart up. It's going to press your heart towards the ceiling. And then all you got to do is lay back on that block. Now, if you find your head is hanging a lot more than you want it to, you can add a secondary block and put it under your head for a pillow. Let me see where you're at. How does it feel? Too thick or it feels good? Yeah, let me put this on your head. Boom. Awesome. Now, if the block is too uncomfortable, you could do this pose just propped up on your elbows, but I find that that gets tiresome after a few moments. Allowing your chest to open, your heart to open. It is okay to let your heart open. It is okay to show vulnerability. Showing vulnerability is often what is showing our strength. I think it's the opposite. So when you're laying here with your heart exposed, with your throat exposed, with your chest exposed, that's what you're practicing. Your vulnerability muscles. People like this pose to varying degrees. So if you are super happy right here, you like this pose, you can stay here for a few more breaths. If you're like, Kayla, get me out of here ASAP, go ahead and slide the block from under you and just come to lying on your back. No thing to fix, no thing to judge. Every moment is just an opportunity to learn about ourselves, about the world. And then everybody, remove the block. Come to lying flat on your spine and hug, hug, hug your knees in. And give yourself a hug for being here. Like, yes, it's Monday night, but it's Monday night in between two holidays. And you made a conscious choice with your prefrontal cortex to come here, to take time for yourself, to recharge yourself, to build yourself. So give yourself a hug for that. And if any of you balk at giving yourself a hug, I got a little something for you to work on in the new year. Drop your knees to one side. Actually, all y'all drop your knees towards me, towards these yellow doors. Yeah. That way there's room for the homies in the front row. Now let your shoulders go flat as they can. Switch. Shavasana. Final resting pose. I'm sure we're taking. Allow your your breath to wake you up. Letting each inhale be bigger than the last. And then let your toes wiggle and your fingers wiggle. And with very little effort, come to lying to your right side body. Lying on your right side body in fetal position, you allow the toxins that you shook up throughout the whole class, that you twisted out. It allows them to drain and be cleansed by your organs. And with almost no effort at all, make your way to a seat. And bring your hands to meet. And really feel the breath from your nostrils on your fingertips. And hold your thumbs even closer to your heart center. Each moment in this last hour and 15 was evidence that you are not in this journey alone. And that, again, there's nothing to fix about who you are. And anything you want to learn, anything you want to change is possible. Let's Om. Inhale. Ah. Together we say, Namaste. And give yourself a hand. Thank you all so much. Again, my name is Kayla. I normally teach Saturdays at 9 a.m. However, this Saturday, I will be on vacation. But if you want to hang out with me, again, that's usually where you can find me. I often sub these classes. I'm sure you've seen me before. And yeah, that's it. Have a great, wonderful evening. Drink lots of water. Please eat something delicious for dinner. And if you are here for YTT, we will meet in the cool room. My records show that there's not a yin class this evening. Unless I'm tripping, then someone redirect me. Lights are coming on. There's a laundry basket for your sweaty goodness. If you borrowed anything, spray it down. Any announcements, fellow teachers? We have classes all week. 4 p.m. New Year's Eve with Kim. With Kim. Wait, that's a big deal. I'll be here. New Year's Eve, Christmas. No, sorry. I'm dying. Okay. New Year's Eve celebration with Kim, 4 p.m. Be there or be square.